Hello dear students, welcome back in our video lecture series on design of steel and RCC structures. So in today's lecture number 20, we are going to discuss about design of flat weld, means what are the principles to be considered while designing the flat weld, etc. in this session. And this session will cover principles to be considered in design of flat weld, and design of flat weld and design strength of flat weld and how to calculate the design strength of the flat weld. After completion of this session, we will be able to know and understand design consideration and as well as design of flat welded joints. So first of all, let's have a revision on the points which we have covered in previous session. So in previous lecture, we were discussing on flat weld IS specifications for flat weld, in which we have discussed about the diameter, the size of weld and thickness of throat, effective length of weld, in turns, etc. And what are the IS specifications given for these terms we have already discussed. So let's continue our session. Now what are the principles to be considered in design of flat weld? What should we have to consider? Yes, we have to consider or we have to calculate first design strength of the weld. What is meant by the design strength now? Yes, it is the strength of weld to be developed to resist the external load coming on the joint or connection, and it can be obtained as FWD equals to nominal weld strength divided by factor of safety, that is FWD equals to FWN divided by gamma MW, where gamma MW is the factor of safety for the weld strength or for the weld. Now this gamma MW has values 1.25 and 1.50, which is given in the IS 800 2007. Now what is 1.25 is for and 1.50? Yes, 1.25 is used for the welds which are made on the shop or in the workshop, and 1.50 is taken for the welds which are going to be constructed or to be jointed on the field or on the site conditions. What about this nominal weld strength? It is obtained as if ultimate tensile strength of plate or member divided by root 3. This formula is also given in IS 800 2007. So these things we should know while starting the design of flat weld. Got it? How to find design strength now? Yes, FWD equals to FWN divided by gamma MW, where FWN is nominal weld strength, that is equals to ultimate tensile strength of member or plates to be connected divided by root 3, and gamma MW is the factors for weld strength, have values 1.25 for shop weld and 1.50 for field or site weld. Now as we have discussed, IS specifications or recommendations given by code for flat weld, let's shortly revise those provisions made by the IS code. Which IS code we have to use for design of steel? Yes, we have to use IS 800 2007, in which we are dealing with the limit state method. Here you can see there are two members, or there is a member have thicker thickness as compared to the other member, or we can say this thinner plate is a gusset plate and this is our actual member, which are overlapped. This length is your lap length, and these are to be connected by means of flat weld. Now what should be the size of this flat weld, and what should be the lap length, and what should be the end term we have to provide as per the recommendations. And in these terminologies we use thickness. That thickness is nothing but thickness of the thinner plate. Here you can see in the picture. So first of all, maximum size of flat weld. The maximum size of flat well is taken as for the plates having sharp edges or machine cut edges as less 1.5 than its thickness. Means for sharp edges or for plates we have to take maximum size should not exceed as thickness minus 1.5 mm, and for the rolled edges, or as we have discussed in steel structures, we use rolled steel sections. Okay, for the construction of that connections made by rolled steel sections, we have to take maximum size of weld which should not exceed 3/4 the times 3/4 the thickness of that rolled edge or rolled member thickness. Got it? कितना लेना है हमको? अगर से आप दो प्लेट ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, एक 20 mm का है और दूसरा 16 mm का है. Okay, what should be the maximum size of the weld? Yes, the thickness of thinner part, that is 16 minus 1.5, it will be equals to 14.5 mm, and we can take 14 mm, that is 14.5 is maximum. We should not go beyond that value. And for rolled steel section, suppose we have to connect an angle section ISA 100 by 100 by 10, okay, which is to be connected to a gusset plate of 12 mm thick. Okay, what should be the maximum size of weld? Yes, it is 3/4 the thickness of rolled section, means 3/4 into 10, or we can take 7.5 mm. That is the maximum size, or we can go for 7 or 6 mm. The actual provided size of weld should be in between maximum and minimum values provided by the IS code. Now what about this throat thickness? As we already discussed, throat thickness, can you define? Okay, it is defined as the vertical distance or perpendicular distance from the root of the well to the line joining the toes of the flat well. Okay, what about its effective thickness? So IS says that this thickness of throat should not be less than 3 mm and should not be more than or should not exceed zero point 0.7 times the thickness of the thinner part. Now if the faces of the plate being welded are inclined, generally we go for flat weld to join two perpendicular faces, or if in some cases the faces are at some inclination, then the throat thickness will be taken as K times the size of fill. Now what is this K? Okay, this K is the factor which is depends on the angle of inclination between the two faces, or angle of inclination between the fusion faces. Okay, and this value of K depends on angle, which angle is generally taken in between 60° to 120°. We can get these values from the IS 800 2007. So generally we take that angle of fusion as 90° and our K value will be taken as generally 0.707. Hence our size or thickness of throat will be equals to 0.707 times size of the flat. Got it? Now what about effective length of weld? Now this effective length of weld or length of weld should not be less than the 4 times the size of flat we have provided. Okay, this length may be calculated less than our minimum requirement. Now why is it so? Sometimes the strength of member is very high as compared to the load coming on it. In such cases, this length of weld will be reduced or maybe less than our minimum requirement. But in such cases, we should provide minimum weld length or effective weld length as equals to 4 times the size of weld. Okay, we should not have to provide effective length of weld less than the 4 times size of flat weld. Now how to find size of flat weld we have already discussed. Now what is this end turn? Can you answer? Okay, you can see here there is a gusset plate which is to be used to join and another member. This is our main member, which you can see in red color. Now these are to be joined with a longitudinal weld along the length of the member or in the direction of force. Or in such cases, if such joint is subjected to vibrations or continuous loading, so in such cases it may fail or it may get brittle failure at these edges or this corner. So to avoid such failure, we have to provide weld up to some extent, or we have to exceed the length of the actual weld required up to some extent. So this extra weld we provide at the corner is termed as end turn. How much it should be? So it should not be less than the 2 times the size of weld. तो यहाँ पर जो वेल्ड प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं उसको क्या बोलेंगे हम इंटर्न और कितना होना चाहिए इट शुड नॉट बी लेस देन 2 times size of well or generally we have to provide 2 times size of well. You can see in the picture this is termed as our intern. Got it? So what we have discussed in this session, we have discussed about how to calculate design strength of flat well, terminologies used in design strength formula of flat well, and the minimum, maximum size of well, throat thickness, and end turn which we have to provide while designing the flat well. So in next session we will solve a simple numerical on design of flat well. For today we will stop here. Let's play a quiz based on the points which we have just discussed. Here on your screen you can see a question. N turns for flat welded joint is not less than. And options are option A 3/4 the thickness of the thinner part, option B 4 times the size of weld, and option C 1.5 times the size of weld. Option D is 2 times the size of weld. Can you answer? अभी हमने डिस्कस किए एन टर्न. दिस एन टर्न शुड नॉट बी लेस देन और शुड बी इक्वल्स टू. Yes? Okay. Option D is correct one. That is 2 times the size of flat or well. Here one more question. Hope you can answer. What should be the minimum overlap or lap length for flat weld joint? And options are 4 times size of weld or 40 mm, whichever is more. Option B is 4 times the thickness of the thinner part of 40 mm, whichever is the less. Option C is 4 times size of weld or 40 mm, whichever is less. And option D is 4 times the thickness of the thinner part or 40 mm, whichever is more. So what will be the correct answer? Minimum overlap we have to provide in case of lap joint. That is lap length should not be less than which value? Yes, option D is correct. The lap length should be maximum of 4 times thinner part of the member to be connected or 40 mm. इन दोनों में जो ज़्यादा रहेगा वो हम एज ए मिनिमम ओवरलैप प्रोवाइड करेंगे. सपोज आपकी थिकनेस है 12 mm. ओके, थिनर पार्ट की थिकनेस है 12 mm. 4 times 12 कितना हो जाएगा? Yes, 48 or 40 mm, whichever is more. 48 is more, so we have to provide minimum overlap equals to 48 mm. Suppose in case this 8 mm thickness is used or minimum thickness of thinner part is 8 mm, which is to be connected to another plate of 10 mm. So 4 times 8 will be, yes, 32 or 40 mm. So whichever is maximum, 32 or 40 में कौन सा ज़्यादा रहेगा? 40. So in such case we have to provide 40 mm as a minimum lap length for the joint. So based on these points in examination it may ask some of the questions. So these are the expected questions. You may note it down. Define design weld strength and state formula with description of each term. Question 2 is which are the IS code provisions for design of flat weld? Hope you can answer this question. So today we will stop here. In next session we will solve a simple numerical on design of flat weld. Thank you.